Hey, what's going on, guys? How are y'all doing today? Today we got another reaction video for you. This is going to be to another Andy Mineo song. This one is called Vendetta. So without any further ado, let's just jump into it.
I told you so. I told you. We are the ones. Yeah, 'cause Pac did a lot more for me than Barack. Salute. La 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 la. Afraid to lose everything we got. Nah, 'cause all we really got is our word. The plan is greater than the soul. La da 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 da. By the people, for the people. Seem like you only look out for your sort of people. I look around, it's more evil. Gotta see it in me. You see, every day we closer to that funeral. Every day a struggle, but the struggle's still beautiful. And doctors don't got patience for their patients, so they just send them to that pharmaceutical. We tell them that they need drugs, but I know that they need love. I ain't scared of that war, the violence. The thing I'm more terrified of is I wanna snatch my generation out of this apathy. Gotta do that now for this voice grow out of reach. And when we feeding people, that's a tragedy. So what you want, the chemicals and calories. Nobody taught us how to eat. Mama gone working 60-hour weeks. What's for dinner? Well, what's quicker and cheap? You got remote pants, you'll be raised by the TV. My mama worked the night shift, still made it out to every single game. Well, my father sat at home. I promise when I have my own that we will never be the same. Vendetta. Look, I told you so. I told you. Told you. We are the ones. We are the ones. Yeah. 'Cause Pac did a lot more for me than Barack. That's look. La 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 la. Mr. or Mrs. Government official, we just won't listen. You can't relate to how we live in from where you're sitting. That's why the artist got more influence than the politician. It's my generation. We know the news never tell the truth, so we go to Twitter for our information. It's so fast. Y'all seen.
Man, how old is this song exactly? Oh, man. We go to social media, basically, for information. That's been true for a few years now. It's nuts, man. Most people don't even pay attention to news channels anymore. They just get their news off of Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else they use. It's nuts. Let's keep going.
Slow to us. By the time you print it tomorrow, it's old to us. We are the ones that you used to be. Brave idealists with a dream who ain't corrupted by the cream, yeah. This pen is not for sale. They nickel and diamond. We still throwing quarters in a wishing well. And I know you can't imagine losing the lifestyle that you're so used to having. And yo, we still make decisions for the fact that they're awesome, not just for the profit margin. Hold up, how I'm talking. I got excess, others got need. I gotta answer to God for all of these sneaks. I got 100 pairs, but only 2 feet. God forgive me, I've been thinking about me. We point fingers at people who sin different, skin different, but the same color we bleed. You wanna know the real problem in America? Always has been and it always will be me. If you had any other answer, you've been deceived. We've been looking for salvation and education, money, leaders, and policies, but we got a bigger need. We got a sin that we inherited. We divide ourselves by class, skin color, and our heritage. Will I create a bankrupt to heaven so that we can all be there with us, brothers and sisters?
Oh my gosh, dude. Hold on, I want to hear that one more time.
If you had any other answer, you've been deceived. money, leaders, and policies, but we got a bigger need. We got a sin that we inherited. We divide ourselves by class, skin color, and our heritage. Will I create a bankrupt heaven so that we can all be there with us, brothers and sisters? I told you, we are the one. Yeah, 'cause God did a lot more for me than Barack. Salute. La 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 la. Not afraid to lose everything we got. Nah, 'cause all we really got is word, word, word. The pen is greater than the sword. La 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 la.
Man, that was crazy. There at the end there, he was started talking about like the deep stuff, man. Talking about how the biggest problem we have in America is us ourselves. Got 100 pair of shoes and only 2 feet. Like, most of us have excess something. We're just too self-centered to actually give it up to somebody else in need of it, you know. And then we look in the media and everything, and they're telling you, hey, yeah, just worry about yourself. Like, just society is backwards. It really is. Because you look on social media and it's really toxic. All social media is a bragging platform. When you really think about it, that's all it is. Hey, look at me, I got a nice car. Hey, look at me, I got a nice house. Hey, look at me, I started a new job. Hey, look at me, I started a business. And those last two that I mentioned, started a new job and started a business, are interpreted differently. A lot of people are happy when you get a new job. They're not so happy when you start a business. Why? Because they didn't do it. It's nothing against you, really. It's the fact that they didn't do what you did. It's insane. And it's just... it's horrible, man. Because social media was... I feel like it was made so we could just talk to each other, keep up with each other and everything. But it turned... in a human perspective, it turned into a bragging thing. So, kind of be wary of social media, and do be aware that most of the stuff you see on there is just people bragging about everything they have. And bragging is human nature. We want to be told we did good. We want to be told, hey, that's amazing, or something. And we all do it, I think, to an extent. Every single one of us. But, gotta be weary of that. And also, focus on the bigger picture. The fact that, we're not going to be here forever. And we're going to eventually come to a point in time where we get to face our Maker. And depending on which path you chose, because you're given both paths to choose from, whether you want to go with Jesus Christ as your Savior and accept that and be a servant of the Lord, or if you don't and you want to be a servant of the earth, basically, whereas on one hand you might live in misery here, on the other hand you live the best life you're going to have here, and you spend eternity in misery. So the question then becomes, what do you want? You want to have eternity of amazing grace and just the perfect, Or do you want eternity of misery? When you think about it that way, I think a lot of people can view heaven a little bit differently. And the thing is, with all that, and people saying, like, they don't follow Jesus because they can't understand all the bad stuff that happens when the great Almighty created the earth. If that was true, why would all this bad stuff happen? And I've kind of adopted the thinking of, if it was all good, why would you need to follow? I mean, honestly, if everybody had the same stuff, if nothing bad happened, why would you look to God? Because it'd be kind of like, well, what can you give me? Everything's peachy down here anyway. So, but it's more like, at the end of it all, when it's your time to go, and you're standing up there in front of Jesus and God, it's got to be so much more satisfying for Him to sit there and say, well done, my faithful servant, because we all have to go through the earth, which is the devil's playground. So think about that. You make it to heaven and you get in there, you just lived through what the devil can put you through. You were faithful to God even though life was not that great. Life wasn't that great, and you had the devil breathing down your neck, but you still stayed faithful to God, and you were repaid with eternity in heaven. I think that's a bigger concept. And I understand everybody's life experiences are different, but I think when you think about it that way, it feels a little bit different, you know. So, anyway, guys, if you made it this far in the video, I do appreciate you. If you liked it, feel free to hit that like button down below. If you have anything you'd like to say, please leave that in the comments section. As well as if you have anything you'd like to see me react to next, also please leave that in the comments section. But, as anyways, guys, like always, I will see y'all later. Bye.